All right, man. Let's talk about will Detroit Lions make a trade before the trade deadline. Historically, they don't make those type of deals or major deals. They like to go into the trash can, but search in the trash can for help or whatever, and that's what they do. So, um, but hopefully Josh Reynolds get well. I seen he got popped in the arm. I believe didn't that situation with um didn't that situation with Brandon Marshall happen in Denver too? If my memory serves me correctly, I believe that situation um, happened in when Denver when Brandon Marshall and I think a Denver Bronco lost his life. Um, I think a Denver Bronco lost his life. If my memory served me correctly. I think they was partying and possibly, back in the day got into it with some people in Denver. And I think somebody, sprayed up the limo or something like that. And one of the, Broncos, I think, got sent to the upper room. So yeah, it was unfortunate, but, you know, but, so right now with basically Mosh Crosby's publicly coming out here saying that he want to be a Raider and all that type of shit. So good, best of luck to him. Really the only name that's the Lions have been linked to, and that means nothing because they've drafted people that they hadn't even worked out. We know that for a fact um, before. So the only name they're really being linked to right now is some Darius Smith. You heard rumblings that they were one of the teams that were interested in Myles Garrett. So to be honest, just knowing Detroit sports when it comes to these type of scenarios, honestly, um, they're not gonna get anything. They're probably gonna come out this trade deadline with nothing or the bare minimum, and the bare minimum isn't Darius Smith, but they're probably gonna go for the waiver wire, hit the free agent, market, and they're gonna try to put a play together. They're gonna try to stitch something together. That's who they are. Brad Holmes, the Lions are cheap, and Brad Holmes love his draft picks, and you can't knock them for that. Um, you can't knock them for that, bro. They're them draft picks are so um valuable. They're very, very valuable. And come draft time, if we don't win it, then people gonna say, "Oh, I wish I had the picks." And you should trade for more picks and put yourself in a bigger hole. You know, So, but so but but yeah. So that's the thing about it. So, but other than that, some of the guys, it's probably going to, and they do trade for somebody, and it's going to be and it's going to be major. It's probably going to be a guy like that we didn't see coming. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? It's probably going to be a guy that we didn't see coming. It was on nobody's radar, and usually those type of dudes that's on nobody's radar, it's somebody that we don't want. So honestly, I would not be surprised if they walked away with nothing after this trade deadline. I would not be surprised if they walked away with absolutely nothing. And they say we just gonna hit the waiver wire free agent market and work out some old retired players and patch something together. I think that's the route they're gonna go. I don't think they're gonna trade anything. If they do trade for somebody, it's gonna be a real low caliber type of player. Either he gonna be past his prime, injury prone, or some type of player that nobody wanted or nobody thinks really gonna help the Lions. So at the end of the day, I think Aaron Glenn is going to have to sit there and he's going to have to put, he gonna have to, blitz. He gonna have to be creative and getting blitzes off. And now that he has the back end to do so, he may can pull it off. But, in my opinion, a part of his blitz packages really hinges on honestly, it hinges on uh, getting F.A. Melifanu back because he was their best blitzer. You didn't know if he was coming, no did he, or going. That was the crazy thing about it. He was a phenomenal blitzer. He was a phenomenal blitzer. So I think that yeah, I think losing him was you know it's critical, and hopefully he can come back because he can help the pass rush out and blitzing off that nickel. He was phenomenal. Yeah, he was truly phenomenal. So um yeah, he was truly phenomenal. So yeah, that's what I like. But yeah. So but yeah, that'd be something else very, very interesting. So but for the most part, probably looking at Zadarius Smith as the how can I say, you probably looking at him as the ceiling. The floor is probably them, the floor is probably them going to the waiver wire looking at free agency or something like that. So that's probably the floor. That's probably the floor. So but yeah, I don't I can see them not really doing much and thinking that they can just pace it together. So yeah, I can see that actually happening. So but I think Zadarius Smith is probably the best name you're gonna hear. And if you do hear a name and it's pretty good or it's pretty mid or bad or whatever you want to say, I think that name is really kind of going to be um, a name that we never thought would be a Lion. So I think that's what you probably more likely going to hear, a name that we probably didn't think was going to be a Lion. So, yep, I think that's more likely what you're probably gonna hear. So, but let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification. Increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.